again hard at work here at JKK Mobile. So this time testing the sofa surfing mode on the T91. But it's not just laying down in a sofa, it's also Windows 7 on it. So let's see a little bit closer how Windows 7 is running on a T91. So Windows 7 on T91, and if you ask why, the reason of course is that it has the touchscreen and it's a convertible, so you can turn it as a tablet, use it like this or like this. But let's first check a bit about how Windows 7 is working on the T91. So the first thing of course is to get it up and running, and this time it was pretty easy. All the basics which you need to operate are working fine. So the Asus own software disabling and enabling the Bluetooth and cam and so on is working fine. You can also use different resolution if you wish. So it's working fine here. Also the power adjustment software, super performance mode, high performance, power saving, auto mode, all working nicely. So nothing major there. Only thing you really needed to install is the ACPI driver and the power savings, then you're good to go. You have to install those on a compatible mode, but still it's a normal thing when you go into the new operating system from XP. Next thing you needed to do is calibrate the touchscreen, and you can find the calibration utility by just typing calibrate and calibrate the screen and pen for touch input, and there it is, calibrate, and then you can do it. I'm not doing it again because I've already done it. Let's use the pen for now on so that you can see better. I'm using always only the fingers, but it might be better on video. So how it's running, let's check what Windows 7 itself likes it. So 1 point now on experience index. I'm using 2 gigs of RAM here. I think 2 gigs is good for Windows 7. So the processor is here the weakest link, 1.3, but then memory is okay. Graphics and gaming graphics, something better than typical UMPCs, but still I would say good. And as it has a SSD, the 5.9 is a good value here. So Windows 7 thinks it's pretty much okay for it. But is it okay for the use? And the first really nice surprise for me at least was that the T91 touchscreen controller is supporting Windows 7 single touch features, so it enables the touch and tablet features immediately. So you can use the on-screen keyboard and the handwriting on it. And the handwriting, let me see if it's easy to show you, is working fine. It's a bit slow. Oh, let's close that so it doesn't interfere. Bit slow sometimes, but it works. Works fine. You can do that of course easier when you're in tablet mode, but I don't want to do that now because I'm showing you this stuff on video. So you can easily swag back and forth from the pen input panel and on-screen keyboard. That's cool. And the on-screen keyboard is popping everywhere you want to use it. So everywhere you have a text input field, it pops out, and that works fine. So especially on the Internet Explorer, let's open that. You get the floating tip which is the small box to open the on-screen keyboard everywhere where there is a field to write or type. So works fine, and it's fast to use. Now the special characters on the Windows Internet Explorer on Windows 7 is that you can actually use the floating tip quite nicely, as if you start typing anything, all the suggestions appears actually on the keyboard itself, not on the place you are typing that, so that makes it easy for use. I kind of like it. Well, I don't like Windows Internet Explorer at all, but the features they are giving there is of course a nice thing. And also now, as you have the drivers for touch, you can also use this grab and drag type of features. So let's start that. Let's go to news. So I'm showing you a bit how it works. So you can anywhere from the screen you can scroll like this, little by little. You don't have the kinetic scrolling you have on the Firefox, but still quite okay to browse. I will show you the Firefox soon. Other features, of course, now the right clicking works way better than on XP, so you get the right click menus just by holding the stylus, and you can adjust the settings, so that's a good thing. Everywhere on the system itself it's the same. If you wanna edit anything, you get the pop-up screen, and then you can do whatever is needed. But let's go there. I don't have a huge lists here or anything yet, but if you need to scroll on the system level, you still have to scroll from the scroll bars like this. So you can't just grab anywhere on the screen like you could do on the multi-touch screen. So really the difference is you may have seen cool videos about Windows 7 touch features, but they are mostly showing multi-touch screen features. These are not multi-touch screen features. These are single touch, so it's basically same as on Vista, but everything is a bit better looking, bit faster working, and so on. One cool feature, of course, is the flicks. I typically disable them because they use some horsepower, so I'm turning them on now. So with the flicks you can set the computer to do different stuff with gestures, and this is built-in feature of Windows 7 and was also for Vista. So you can choose by this customization software. I can show you. I put it to rotate the screen. So if I'm now want to go to tablet mode, I just swipe left and the screen turns portrait, and then again left and it turns back to normal mode. That's a cool feature, but the problem with the flicks is that it's actually sometimes slowing the computer a bit because it's waiting for the flicks to happen. So let's disable that immediately. But again, if you like that more than having a really as fast as possible computer, you should keep them going. You can do plenty of stuff with that. Of course, like I said, Firefox is number one for me. So here's the difference on scrolling on Firefox. With grab and drag you can have the kinetic scrolling, which is really nice and useful on small screens like that. So scrolling works fine. Let's go to Engadget to show you the how would I say, the performance test. So while the Engadget is loading, you get some lag here and there, not that bad, but once it's loaded a few seconds you can start to use the kinetic scrolling immediately. So working quite nicely. it's okay. Then, like I showed you on the Internet Explorer, you get the floating tip there, but on the Firefox you can only get it here and only by tapping, and if you try to modify what you have just done, it doesn't work. So you have to just tap there and then just start typing or first delete what's there. So that's not a nice feature. But if you put the input panel icon here on the bottom, or if you use this tab launcher, then you can of course modify the Firefox, use the Firefox with the on-screen keyboard quite nicely. Again, if I go to any text input field on the browser itself, it doesn't work. You have to manually launch the on-screen keyboard to use it. Not that bad thing, but still annoying that you can't use all the features like on the native Windows softwares. But it works. Another difference actually on the Firefox and Internet Explorer on Windows 7 uses have to put the arrow on so you can see better. I'm using the Windows basic theme because it's a bit faster that way, and also if you try to play any videos with the arrow on, it crashes. So still with Intel GM500 there are huge problems with the driver stuff, but I will talk more about that soon. First I want to show you. So now if you click on the task bar, you can see that on Internet Explorer I can nicely see all open tabs, and I can check them fastly what's happening there. So works nicely also in touch, and especially in touchscreen computer. But then I try to do the same with the Firefox. It doesn't do it. It just, even I have two tabs here, it just opens, minimizes or maximizes the window. So again, Microsoft has not done a nice job. If I open like another window, then it does the same. So now I have the downloads window here open, so now I can see either downloads or the actual window. So not that nice thing again, but if you want to enjoy Firefox, then you just have to not mind about that. Now let's disable the arrow again as I want to show you some video playback. The cool thing about Windows 7 is that it actually has some nice video playback, like a codec support, but GM500 on this T91 and on any other computer don't like playing videos if you have the arrow on. It totally crashes. So let's play the sample video. This is no, that's the sample. So this is 720p HD sample video. So you see the performance. So it's playing fine. On a full screen too. No hiccups, nothing, it's just playing fine. So 720p, okay, but you can also play 1080 fine if you have the Cyberlink codecs installed, and also you might have to trick a bit with the settings, going a bit deeper to install all the driver support for Media Player and Media Center, but there are plenty of sites describing that thing. Again, as you can't really run the arrow if you want to enjoy videos, you can't get the arrow peak, so then all the minimized windows will look pretty boring on the taskbar view. So it's only showing the name of the window. Same here, showing only the name of the tab on on the Internet Explorer, no peak available. Same goes with the desktop button. You don't get the peak. You just either go to the desktop or not. So feature-wise, everything on the touch support is working, but Windows 7 still lags the third-party software support a bit. All Firefox is done so that it just can't work. I don't know which one it is or why it's like that. But it's really cool for surfing still. It's nice to use fingers for scrolling and tapping on links and so on. So it's cool. And of course, as the right click works now just like it should, it's easy to operate also the links and so on. It's a good thing. So next thing I wanted to show you is actually the capabilities of the videos again on the T91. Let's once again open that 720p sample video. So let's drag that to Windows Media Player. So this is the live media player, the new one. Just I think it was released a week ago or so. Basic, but it has some good features. So you can see it's also editable on that. So let's do some minor video editing and effects, animation. Let's put that animation there, and it's working. So you can edit videos on this. Why it stopped now? It's okay, and the effects work fine. And if you publish the video, let's publish it. Nope, not this way. Let's go to home. Sharing window is here, so I wanna publish it. I wanna see that in here. Where do we go? That, no. The publishing window is stupid because you don't actually see what are you doing. So let's try that one. So you can publish it and save it, and it's actually doing it in okay speed. I'm not gonna keep you waiting for that to happen, but I wanna show you what happens if you same time if you're encoding the video and then try to surf. So let's go back to Firefox. Let's go to Engadget and try to surf the same way. So no major things there. You can use it quite nicely. So multitasking on this one is pretty much okay. Still doing the video and I'm still accessing stuff. Let's open the Paint and it's okay. Let's not save that. I want to cancel that now, and no, I don't want to save that either. So multitasking is okay. Again, a bit lag here and there, but fully usable, fully enjoyable. I'm liking. I'm actually really using this Windows 7 right now all the time on my system. One thing, of course, people have been asking is the battery life. So right now you can see what we have been doing here. So on that kind of use, I'm getting 2 hours on 40% use. So it's looking like a 5-hour thing on the balanced mode, which means that it's using the not 5 hours, sorry, less than 4 hours on this kind of use. The brightness is full. The CPU is speed stepping from 800 to 1.33. So this is about, in my use, it has still been about 4-hour device. Of course, we did the video editing and such, so the CPU was in 100, so immediately I can see it's coming to better now. 2 hours 10 minutes now, 60% left. So about 4 hours, 4.5, and light use again depending on your settings. I'm again using the performance mode settings and super performance sometimes. So everything working nicely, smoothly, lag here and there. All the Asus stuff is working, like the wireless things. You can easily adjust everything from the keyboard. Same goes with the brightness setting and external monitor, volume, and so on. One problem was that brightness setting when I go standby. Actually, now I want to show you. Now I'm on standby, so that was pretty fast. Let's go back from the standby. Again, pretty fast, but as you can see, the brightness is not on full anymore, so you have to actually put it back to full if you want to use the full. So it's always dropping there. I haven't found a solution for that yet. I have to seek more about that. So Windows 7 enjoyable really on the T91. One thing I have to actually say about T91 is that when you start really enjoying the touchscreen on it, you should buy a touchscreen protector screen filter, whatever that is, the plastic sticker on top. I have one here. It looks pretty much the same. It's a little bit, maybe you can see the lines on the top. So I have a filter there. This filter was supposed to be anti-glare, but maybe the glare is less than it was, but there is still huge glare on the screen. But the main thing is not to scratch the original screen, because that is super high glare screen. So if you don't put any kind of protector there, you will get scratched. I got some really nasty scratch, so I had to put this on to not destroy the whole screen by using it too much. So buy something like that. This is not for T91. This was for like anything 9-inch general thing. I can put the link to my site, and if you find something that's matte and really good, just post links there. So touchscreen on T91, touchscreen use on Windows 7, pretty much okay. Still lagging some features on the Firefox and some other applications, but in general really enjoyable. Been using Skype all the time, everything is fine on there. Also the webcam works fine, so no problems on that. On the device manager, let's go there, and you can see that everything is perfectly installed and working. There is nothing bad there. And as I told you, the touchscreen has the Windows 7 compatibility. It means that it's HID compliant device. It's not a mouse like on some other touchscreen devices. The touchscreen is seen on the Windows 7 as a mouse, and then on that occasion then you don't get the touch features. So on T91 you get all the single touch features, and Windows is even saying so. So if you go to system properties, you can see that Windows is liking it so much that it's even saying that pen and touch, single touch input available. So that's a good thing. Nice job from Asus, if they had anything to do with that. Let's check the battery life again, how it's showing. So 2 hours 7 minutes, 60%. The thing really here is that Windows 7 can use the new CPU features, which is that it's really going down to like 5 watts when you're not doing something, and then rapidly bringing it back to normal mode when you need it. So I want to show you how big the battery usage is on here. So do we get the battery meter immediately? Battery status, discharge, and add an OK. And we are right now using 7.5 watts on this one. It's, if we put the screen a bit dimmer, it drops immediately. Let's put it down here. I can still use it nicely. So right now 7.7, exactly 7 watts only. And if we disable the wireless, we can go down now already in 6. It should drop to 5 nicely soon. So really nice for the battery operation. Okay, now it's 5.2 on the 5.2 on the current discharge rate, 5.3. So it drops nicely to 5 watts when you're not doing anything. And then again, if we bump up the brightness, put the wireless back on, and it should jump back to 7, and it's 7.2 now, which is still not much. So Windows 7 with the Intel Atom Z series is good for battery life in general. Then the last thing I wanted to show you, of course, is the YouTube, because we've been talking a lot about Z series and YouTube playback. So let's go to my channel and play some YouTube video just to show you how it works. So now playing my welcome video here.
Hello and welcome to JKK Mobile.
And it's playing nicely. Let's go to full screen.
Showing you devices as big as this one.
Hey, you should go to full screen.
Small as this one, or even sometimes going a bit smaller. So I'm not only showing you these devices, I'm also actually making them a bit better.
This new YouTube channel thing is sometimes doing stupid stuff, so let's play it now here on a normal YouTube and full screen. And full screen works also. Okay, let's close it. Let's put the high quality on. So high quality playing, some lag here and there, but still playing same on the full screen. Not perfect, but playing. I would love to show you many other videos, but the copyright issues keep me doing that. So video playback on YouTube with Windows 7 with 2 gigs of RAM is decent, not perfect, but pretty much decent and enjoyable. So this was all about Windows 7 right now. I will get back to that a bit later about some other stuff, but right now T91 with Windows 7 is go. I would highly suggest that you check it out when you can. This was the full version, the RTM version, which will be available soon. So this wasn't any RC, this was the full version. So it's nice to know everything on a final build is working nicely. So Windows 7, it's okay, and sofa surfing is even better on T91. Next time, more T91 videos about SSD, about 3G, something else of course. Thank you, bye.